Hi, my name is Angela Bradsky Rafferty, and I'm running for Area 3 School Board. If I'm elected, the two things I would like to work on right away. Number one, the first one is keeping students safe. Some of the buildings in our district are old. To give you an example, there is a building in our district where the doors don't lock and the doors will not even shut. That's a problem because we're not keeping students safe. We're in a lockdown. The first thing we want to make sure is that we're safe. And in another building that I worked in, the ceiling tiles were coming down as I was teaching. Students were diving under the desk. Can you imagine? The other last thing is one winter, I was teaching in another classroom and the heat went out during the winter. So the kindergartners did such a good job. They wore their coats, but it was hard to keep them on task at times because they were cold. This isn't conducive to learning when their needs are not being met. So we need to take a look at our buildings and make sure the students are safe and it's conducive to learning. The second thing I'd like to work on right away is supporting the teachers and the staff. So what this would look like would be giving teachers support. It could be hiring paraprofessionals or other teachers and just giving those teachers support in the areas of reading, math, and writing, and the foundational level, showing that this has worked. When other teachers have support in the classrooms, the kids we have kids that are learning at all different levels. We have kids that are all the way up here, we have kids in the middle, and then we have kids that are really struggling. So I look at it this way: when something is really, really hard for people, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to get frustrated. And when the children are getting frustrated, we see a lot of behaviors in the classroom. I want to keep learning also meaningful for the children and the teachers. So if we can support the teachers and support the students, we'll see our test scores go up. And that's a win for everybody. Currently, we are losing students, we're losing staff. My opponent wants to keep the momentum going, but I want to revive education. I want to make this an area where people want to move here. I've been in situations in classrooms where families come into my room to observe my classroom just to see if they want their children to go to our schools. They take a look at the schools and they take a look at the classrooms, and they're old, they're aging, and they decide that they don't want to put their children into our schools because our test scores are low and our buildings are old. I know that parents are sending their best, and I also know that the teachers, they want to teach. So we want to keep students safe and we want to support teachers. The government's role is to provide services and to protect citizens. Also, the government's role is to provide education. These services are funded through taxes and also property taxes.